The Toronto Raptors continue to prove and make my point that I have said the entire season, and you have disagreed with me. You said that this was the Raptors' year. They're gonna win in 6 or 7 or whatever you said. I thought the Cavs would win in 6. I thought it would be more of a fight, and potentially it still could be. As they're down, Cavs are up, Raptors are down, 3-love in the series. A guy like Thaddeus Young, who has produced a really solid NBA career, playing on some kind of bad teams, was with the Pacers, still with the Pacers, took the Cavs to 7 games. So Hoops Hype asked him these questions about basically sitting at home, watching the Raptors, unable to compete with LeBron. Meanwhile, they took him to 7 games. So they asked, is it frustrating to watch the Cavs and the Raptors in the second round? And here was his answer. It's funny that you asked me that because I was just texting Vic, as in Victor Oladipo, Darren Collison, Corey Joseph last night after game 2. And I said, man, so they're just gonna let Cleveland walk into the Eastern Conference Finals? They're letting them walk into the next round. I told them, man, this is crazy. We're supposed to be out there right now. We all understand that we lost the series and there were self-inflicted mistakes on our part, but at the end of the day, Toronto has to at least win a couple games. The first game, as he goes on to say, could have gone, Could have gone either way, but the second game, you can't come back like that. To answer your question, it's damn frustrating to watch these games. We're sitting at home watching these like, man, we would have at least been in the game. We would have at least gotten ourselves back into the game and made it a fight. The series isn't over. It's a long series. Toronto is a good team. They can bounce back and win some games. Right now, it's not looking too good for them being down 0-2. Obviously, they're down 0-3. This was right before game 3. That has to be, you have to like really try and come down to earth a little bit, considering the fight that you gave this team and watching a team that's billed as way superior to anything you had and not showing up as the bell is rung.
It's always frustrating. I've thought that before, just as a fan. In any kind of playoff series, when you see, a lot of times football, when you see a team that you don't want to, that your team played against, and they put up this game, and you're like, man, we should have won that game. And you get so frustrated because I've predicted it many times that it happened. And I was like, next round they're gonna walk all over this other team.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. But we had all these problems with them, and they're just gonna walk now. And it sucks to see it because you're like, maybe we should get them in the second round and sweep them in the first round and let us get them in the second round. You know?
Yeah, Toronto shouldn't even be in the playoff. Let's just do Pacers Cavs one more time. Best out of 21. Yeah.
And so it comes down to, obviously, like they said, it could have gone either way. But then when the second game happens that way, that comes down to responding to what happened in the first. You know?
Yeah.
That's what the frustrating part is. Sure, it could have gone either way, and you're playing against LeBron James. I get it. And again, in game 3, when he made that runner, he keeps killing you, right? And sometimes it gets to where it's not your fault, but you can't be in that position. You have to play at a different level before it gets into the game, and now it's out of your control. Because the defense comes in, and then you play good defense on the last play, but at that point, it's too late.
Totally. Well, the last few possessions was terrible defense. So I've said this before, and I received a ton of hate in the comments because I just continually doubted the Raptors. It has nothing against them personally. It's nothing against the city of Toronto. Been a few times, absolutely love it. It has nothing against Canada as a whole. It's just that it's LeBron James, man. Like, let's start calling a spade a spade. For everybody who's like, you just hate the Raptors. You don't believe in Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan as one of the best 1-2 combos in the NBA. No. It's that anything they do is the lesser to Mount LeBron. It is Mountain LeBron that they cannot literally get over.
I actually think it's even more complicated than that, man, because when LeBron isn't in the game, the rest of the Cavaliers run all over this team. So it's not just
That's a
LeBron
fair point.
is the thing. It's worse than that. If it was just LeBron.
But it's established by LeBron. He lays the foundation for them to succeed.
Yeah.
He gives them that lead. A bench is good. LeBron is superior to anything that bench will do. Let us know your thoughts. YouTube.com/TYT Sport.